Someone told me about these two last year. I wouldn't wear my trousers under my breasts. They do it to hide the male torso. From this angle, I can see the shoulders are wide, long humerus, knobby knees, straight legs. No hips. Women have wide hips, small shoulders. You've got these long legs and big feet. These are not women's legs. They edited the hips. It's not a wide Q angle. They attempt to make the hips look round, but they forget about the legs. The one in the green skirt, you can see it's edited. The waist comes in too far. The body looks like Barbie, stick legs. You can see the wide shoulders on the other twin, and your mother is probably a man as well. Women have soft bodies, soft, delicate features. That's what it looks like when a woman has hips. Small shoulders, hourglass figure, shoulders. They tried to give him an hourglass figure, but it looks off. Now where's those hips? They disappeared. He mirrored the image, but I can see the straight across shoulders. The dress skirt flares out to give the illusion of wide hips, skinny stick legs and large feet. Women have small shoulders, short arms, body fat all over. Even though they edited the hips, the shoulders are too big, the arms are long, skinny little legs. His editing team have improved their technique, but the knobby knees and big feet. The hips fell off again, long arms. It's important that you recognize what a man in a dress looks like. I took a screenshot to prove to you these are the same twins. They look so different because this is before feminization surgery. Male jaw, long ring finger, small boy bums and pushing it out to look like a spinal curve. The woman has the small skull, short humerus, small hands, round bum. It looks like a bum lift because it's still too low. His arm is conveniently hiding the flat back. Very edited and polished. Look at the open MTFs and you can see that it's similar. He's got wide shoulders, long arms, probably a bum lift as well. The long hair hides the shoulder width. Compared to an open MTF, the only difference I see is the male on the left isn't tucking. Both have the large shoulders, long humerus, same waist indent, skinny thighs, that's not female. Fake hips again. You see those shoulders, long arms, thin legs? The MTF has the big skull and jaw, the wide neck. The woman has the small skull, pointed chin, narrow neck, small sloping shoulders. That's the obvious difference. I think Laura is the one who models. Look at this body. Shoulders. No subcutaneous fat, no fat at all. Weird legs, big feet. The twin on the right is doing the hand sign. Fake hips, edited legs. How can you be blind to what you're seeing? Got those Kardashian hips, the thigh gap, the inner thighs look bumpy. Terrible. That edit job is a fail. Huge curve on one side but not on the other. It's the MTF beauty pageant look. Huge hands, no body fat at all, skinny lean legs. Those feet? I wouldn't wear a skirt all the way up under my breasts, but girls are mimicking the style. However, you can see her female body. Skinny little toothpick legs. They teach them how to pose and emulate female behavior. This is catfish. Women don't look like this. If you know these are men and you still find them attractive, you know what that's called. Look at that massive male hand. These cameras have built-in filters as well. They're shaving male hair. Women don't need to do that. You shave where a moustache and a beard would grow. Large hand, doing the devil sign and pointing to one eye. Too much makeup. It's far too much makeup. This site features open MTFs who are happy to replace real women. Long hair, nose job, blow up lips. He has the same appearance as the twins. The difference is he's open about being male and they're in hiding and deceiving you. Photoshopped hips to look as wide as the shoulders, but they always edit one hip. The girl has the small shoulders, wide hips, fat in the legs. That's why they don't want my videos on YouTube, because I can prove it. This is a male appearing female, and the bones don't lie. They edit the outside of the leg, but you still have a male Q angle. Large hands, high male calf muscle. You've forgotten what real women look like. Crossing those legs do not give you wide hips. They are professional deceivers. If they were open and said they were born male, I would have a bit more patience. Walking the runway with a snake round your neck. Look at those male legs. Shoulders and long arms. Identical to the male model. The person on the far right is an open MTF model, so why does Laura have the same bone structure? Bony knees, male calf, huge feet. The story is these two are Polish and British, but to me they look Arabic. Apparently they came to the UK to model. What sort of family are you from that practices gender bending? Why are they famous? For doing hair and makeup? So what? They have all this money and high-end clothing. Where does that money come from? This isn't a normal family. Small male hips. If the boy crosses his legs, he would still have small hips. You could play snooker with those kneecaps, those legs and feet. I continue to say it because you need to see it. It's obvious what we're looking at. Photoshopped shoulders, long ring finger. These are not female hips. This lot have professional editors. Male Q angle. Why do you need so much makeup? He tried to play connect the dots and then gave up. The way they dress makes me think they are high-paid escorts. So much editing to hide the deception. Skinny legs. They edit the outside of the legs, but it's still a male Q angle. They can't seem to get it right. Large head, wide neck. Where's the female hips? No body fat, that's a male trait. It's just hard and angular. The body is too hard and angular. Long straight arms, male waist, male hips, male legs. That's obviously been edited. Wide hip and bum on one side but not on the other. But now you have a small bum. Editing. The legs, the calf muscle, standing in front of boats. You know, these celebrities go to yacht parties, but they're really doing prostitution work. It's not in fashion to glue a hush puppy to your head. Do you see the face jewellery? In Hindu mythology, the Nagas were a race of serpents whose purpose was to populate the underworld, Patalas. In terms of appearance, Nagas wear precious jewels on their head. Like this poor child here, he looks like a reptilian to me. Green hair, green nails. I think the eye jewels and glitter is meant to mimic reptile scales. Same idea with the series V, and they told you they were lizards. Who would paint snakes on their face? Large male hands. This looks like a drag queen to me. It's drag night at Soho on a Saturday. This doesn't look like a woman. They use tons of makeup, but the bones remain the same. It's a shame that women try to look like this. You're not going to look like this. It has become acceptable because people have allowed it. The GS twins are part of the twinfluencers. Most people would look at this and think they're two pretty girls, but that's called filters. One has a wide hip but the other doesn't. Narrow boy hips, it's editing. This doesn't look like much, but you need to look deeper into it. Fake hips, long arms, long ring finger, big feet, fake curves. These two wear blue and pink often. Butterflies in the hair, again with the skirt up under the breasts. Skinny little legs. They rub the kneecaps off. They don't want you to see the male knees. Women have fat all over. Your ankles are too skinny. I notice they both have a certain way of standing to hide the bone structure. I see a large male brow ridge on the right. You can see that he's pivoting the shoulders to hide their width. You've forgotten that women have small shoulders and wide hips. Men have the wide shoulders and small hips. Why are Gulkan and Sahinur influencers? I don't need to be told how to do makeup, especially not from a man. Baphomet hand sign, no hips. This is editing here, those legs are straight sticks. Lots of MK Ultra symbolism with these two, so I'm not surprised. Black and white Masonic check floor, large chins, large feet, magenta purple and cerulean blue. I don't know what they did to your legs. They're straight with the knees coming together, but the movement doesn't follow your feet. Now you can see the one on the right is turning his lower body to look like hips, and the feet are in the opposite direction. Women don't stand like that. You're pushing your bums out to make it appear that you have a curvy female spine. Extra long hair covers the shoulders, skinny thighs. Now they've magically got female hips, come on. You're wearing butterflies, the hair disguises your wide shoulders. That's supposed to be your boyfriend? You can't tell me the one on the left is male. Small forehead, no brow ridge, small chin, smooth jaw. The dress skirt flares out to give the illusion of female hips. You've got thin ankles. The one in the white dress, your left leg is thinner than your right because it's editing. They can take hormones, but I still see men in women's clothing. They call it a sissy trap. I call it catfish.